Americans ask how dangerous international policies can suddenly turn up in local government, all seemingly uniform to those in communities across the nation and around the globe. The answer? Meet ICLEI, a non-profit private foundation dedicated to helping your mayor implement all of his promises. Originally known as the International Council for Local Environmental Initiatives, ICLEI, today the group simply calls itself ICLEI Local Governments for Sustainability. They got the word international out of it. In 1992, ICLEI was one of the groups instrumental in creating Agenda 21. The group's mission now is to push local communities to regulate the environment, and it's having a tremendous success. ICLEI is now operating in more than 600 cities in all 50 states. The group is shooting for 1,000 cities in the next 3 years. Climate change, of course, is the ICLEI mantra. ICLEI's programs are designed to decrease each city's carbon footprint, no matter what it costs the taxpayers. Here's just some of the programs ICLEI provides cities and towns in order to spread their own particular political agenda in the name of community service and environmental protection. Software products and associated training, access to a network of experts, newsletters, conferences, and training workshops, toolkits, online resources, case studies, fact sheets, policy, and practice manuals. And then there's notification of relevant grant opportunities. This is the important one, money, which comes with severe strings attached. Around the nation, ICLEI partners with other established organizations like the American Planning Association and the International City County Management Association, the ICMA. And then there's a Renaissance Planning Group. These groups and hundreds more like them work hand in hand with groups like the U.S. Conference of Mayors, the National Governors Association, the National League of Cities, the National Association of County Administrators, and more that your elected representatives probably belong to. That's how these policies quickly spread across the nation as enforced policy. And what is the result of ICLEI's efforts in Virginia? In 2007, the House of Delegates passed HB 3202, mandating that counties establish development plans that include high-density urban development areas, in short, sustainable development. That law is now being used as a weapon to force sustainable development at a rapid pace across the state. And in August of this year, ICLEI announced that it had teamed up with the Virginia Municipal League to promote greener communities. The partnership is called Go Green Virginia, and they have chosen 4 communities as practice to participate in the Green Community Challenge, including Norfolk, Blacksburg, Loudoun County, and the city of Roanoke. Density development, as mandated by HB 3202, is at the root of these plans. In Chesterfield County, residents for the whole array of suspects are descending on them to create the Chesterfield County Comprehensive Land Use Plan. The Renaissance Planning Group is currently working with the American Planning Association and the ICMA, and they've set up a steering committee that is basically composed of their own people. One of their efforts is called countryside zoning. It creates buffer zones between high-density urban areas right out of the Wildlands Project. Property values will go down, conservation easements will be enforced, and private property rights will be extinguished. Dave Foreman's demented dream lives on in Chesterfield County. Warrenton, Virginia, is also an ICLEI partner. Warrenton documents reveal exactly what these other communities will experience. The Warrenton Green Plan, found on the town website, openly discusses its connection with ICLEI. The plan establishes quotas for electrical use and for heating and cooling pumps and water use, weatherization of existing buildings, replacing of incandescent light bulbs, and on and on. It's all out of the master plan of the ICLEI playbook. But the misery is in the details that are not stated in the outline. Specifically, after the community sets the goals or the standards, How do they achieve them? Eventually, those standards will become law, regulations which you will have to comply. Energy reduction is the key. The plan mentions energy audits and building reviews. That means that government bureaucrats will come into your home or your office building and determine the amount of potential energy you should have. You will be given a list of recommendations necessary to bring your home into compliance. These may include the need for a new roof, or new energy-efficient appliances, or new windows, etc. In Oakland, California, the City Council did just these things. And the result was an average cost to every single homeowner of at least $35,000 to comply. And if you don't comply, you will be fined, or possibly not able to sell your home until you do. Across the nation, including right here in Charlottesville, power companies are enforcing the use of smart meters. These meters contain RFID chips. The technology enables the power company to keep track of how much power you are using and control and regulate and ration your use of this electricity. They will set the temperature in your home. And if they decide you are using too much hot water for your shower, or your washing machines, or too much air conditioning, or electricity, it will be automatically turned down. Moreover, a future goal by the year 2012, not far off, is to have all appliances replaced with those containing the same RFID chips which the smart meters will have and they will speak to for more regulations and controls. Welcome to the utopia of sustainable development. This is Big Brother at its worst, and it's planned control enforced by your local leaders and representatives in partnership with ICLEI, an organization whose vice chairman, Harvey Revin, said, quote, "Individual rights will have to take a back seat to the collective." I ask you this, would any of your elected officials admit to enforcing communism in your community? Of course not. Then why are they so eager to be in partnership with an organization which does? The United States is not a global village run by elders who hand down the rules from on high. We are a nation of individuals whose rights are supposed to be protected and guaranteed by the representatives we elect. We demand accountability from them.